Hey, in this tutorial, I'll be teaching how to use overloaded constructors, aka multiple constructors. The reason why it's useful that we might need multiple constructors is because what if we have like 5 questions and the user only input or answered 3? Then that constructor with 3 arguments inside the parameter of this will be outputted. Well, let's say this right here, no user answer anything. So let's say system.out dot no users inputted. No user submitted anything. Okay. Well, let's have 2 variables. Do int A and int B. Let's say if the user did answer something. Let's say, alright, we're gonna have 2 questions right here. So let's do public tutorial again. If the user only answered 1 question, let's do question. Yeah, if the user answered 1 question, then they'll run this constructor to be month. Wait, not month, what I'm talking about. Be equals. Alright. If the user input or answered two questions, then we do public tutorial. Let's do int quest and int. Let's do question 2. Then it'll be alright. B is equivalent to, or A is equivalent to quest again, and B equals to quest 1. Alright, now let's output it by making objects here. Do tutorial T equals new tutorial and parameter without anything inside. Let's output it. Well, actually, there's obviously nothing in the output, so actually it is. Let's do this. It's not necessary actually. Now let's do tutorial T1 is equivalent to new tutorial. If the user answered 1, then let's say 2. Alright, well now let's output it something. Dot a out system dot out print line just do A. Alright, now let's have another one. Tutorial T2 is equivalent to new tutorial. Let's do 2 and 4 because we have two arguments inside the parameter. Let's output it. System out parent line. Let's do A plus, or let's do A plus parameter B. Okay. Well, now let's output something. Okay. Oh yeah. Make sh make sure you use the variables here because this is not static variable. So let's do T1 for this one, and then T3 for this one. Same over here. Same with over here. T Actually, there's no T3. It's T2 actually. My mistake. And T2 as well over here. T2. Alright. Save that. Let's run. Let's clear screen first. Okay, no errors. Pretty good. Alright, it showed everything because I didn't put it in if and else statement. So, oh yeah, it should output everything. As you can see, we have no user submitted anything from this constructor, and this right here comes from this constructor if the user only input one question, and we have 2 and 4. I guess the space didn't work out too well, and then have this right here. So this part we're done. Now we're going to use this inside the constructors. Instead of using the old way, we can do it the new way. Alright, since there are two total questions and the user didn't answer anything for this constructor, type in this, has your parameter, and simply type in 0 and 0 since this is an int data type. And this right here is calling for another constructor. So if the user only input 1, then type in this and type in the variable in here, quest, and then do 0 since they didn't answer the last question. For this one right here, they answered every single thing, so therefore we declared the variable A equals quest, and B equals quest 1. So right here it should work. Scan all this thing. Make sure you don't have any errors. And then you still have to use the variable t and then answer from here. So let's save that. And now let's output it and run it. No errors, good. 2 and 24. Well, let's output something. I forgot about that much. Alright, this right here, if you're gonna add anything in this constructor, make sure this syntax is above every statement. If not, then it won't work. Say the user didn't submit anything. Save that. Make sure you see that as well. Okay. It works. Now we're going to use the syntax called super. Super is the time when you want to use a constructor from the super class, and you want to include it into your super class, your subclass. So in order to do that, type in extends t2 from here. Now we're gonna delete this right here, but first we gotta do this. Copy. Yeah, copy and paste the whole thing actually. We got one right here set up, so let's do this right here. So I should delete this already, because we don't need that. Make sure it's T2, because that's the class name, T2. T2. Alright, we don't have to change this because this in the same class. But this, however, has to be super. Let's delete all these constructors, but keep this one right here. Instead of using this, type in super, because it's useful. Okay, let's make sure everything is set up properly. Okay, we use that. So let's save this and save this, and it should work as well. Alright, let's type in our errors. Cannot find symbol. Oh yeah, forgot. Copy, delete this as well, and have it in superclass. Why would you want it in subclass if you have it in superclass? Save and save. Okay, errors. Okay, oh yeah, I forgot. changing these to constructor to T2. And change this as well to T2. Okay, now we can save. Okay, no errors. Alright, well, I'll also have to save T2. Okay, no errors as well. Alright, that's good. The user didn't submit anything. 2 and 24. See, it works. It's super. This will call for another constructor, and it goes here. They will output this. Only one question. If the user didn't input the third question, yeah, if the user input third question, then it goes to over here, and it'll be declared over here. So this concludes my tutorial over overloaded constructors, aka multiple constructors. So hopefully you liked it and you learned a lot from it. And stay tuned for my next tutorial. Thank you.